Hey guys, it's Gamer Ahmer here. So today I wanted to go ahead and show off these awesome Street Fighter 15th Anniversary Fight Pad controllers that you see in front of me. Now these controllers right here are actually for the PlayStation 2 and the original Xbox, and these were made to commemorate the 15th anniversary of Street Fighter back in 2004. So today we're going to go ahead and look at these controllers right here. There are actually 7 in the complete set. So let's go ahead and take a closer look. So in this set right here, you'll notice that the PlayStation 2 actually had more in the set than the Xbox release. Now, on this side, you'll see that we have Ryu, Ken, Chun Li, and you'll notice that we have Akuma. So these ones are actually for the PlayStation 2. And we have Bison, Guile, and also Akuma for the Xbox. So I thought it was interesting that the PlayStation 2 actually had 3 exclusives while the Xbox only had 2. And each of the PlayStation 2 and Xbox had their own version of Akuma. Now if you look at the outer casings right here, you'll notice that Akuma is actually flipped on the PlayStation 2 versus the Xbox. So this is actually the same image, it's just inverted. And then you'll notice that on the inside, the fight pad itself is actually a little bit different. So the cool thing about these controllers right here is that they're perfect for collectors. They have this little flap right here that lifts up, and you can actually get a very good image of the controller itself. So a couple of these are actually still sealed, while a couple of these in my collection are actually open, and I was able to test and play some of these games with these controllers. And the neat thing is that each one actually has this letter at the top here, Official Street Fighter Anniversary Edition Controller. And what you'll notice on the PlayStation 2 versus the Xbox variant right here is that the Xbox variants are actually individually labeled, and this one is number 3,292 out of 25,000. So it looks like the Xbox variants were actually very limited as opposed to the PlayStation 2 variants. And then another neat thing about these controllers right here is that you'll notice the fight pad itself kind of resembles a Sega Genesis pad. It has that older style shape to it. It's definitely not a standard PlayStation 2 or Xbox controller. It helps with those fighting games. It's actually more comfortable in my opinion. You'll notice that the D-pad actually is all connected. It doesn't have that clicking to it, and it's a circular shape with the 4 different sides, so it helps you roll off different combos and different fighting styles. There are 6 buttons right here. Then of course you have the select and start at the top, and then on these top bumper parts it's actually raised forward a little bit, and there are 2 buttons on there. So in my opinion, these controllers are actually pretty comfortable when you're playing these Street Fighter games. Now they're pretty uncomfortable to play regular style games with unless you really like that older style controller. It just has a different feeling to it as opposed to playing them with the Street Fighter games which they were intended to play. So I think that these controllers are definitely pretty sweet. And another cool thing about these is this artwork on here. As you'll notice, when the light hits it a different way, it kind of has a glossy and it shines. So it kind of looks like a little holographic almost look to it. Then on the sides here, you'll notice that there's some art on here. And the back of these controllers actually gives a full rundown on here. So it has Akuma, and it has his pictures on here, and it has a little bit of information on here. Fighting style, 6-button layout, animation, lenticular hologram, exclusive artwork by Udon Entertainment Corporation, official certificate of authenticity, licensed by Sony Computer Entertainment America Incorporated. And then the neat thing about this is each of these boxes right here actually include an exclusive special edition comic book from Udon Comics. So this is definitely an added bonus, and I noticed that the comic is the same for the Xbox and PS2 variant for Akuma. So if we just go ahead and open this one up, you'll notice that the comic is like this. It says Street Fighter on the front, and it has this artwork on here, and this is definitely pretty awesome. It's definitely a great touch to this. And on the back here, it even shows the controller itself on the back of this comic here. And then the neat thing about these comics is each individual box actually shows the comic image on here. So each of these comics are a little bit different, and they represent the character that's on these boxes right here. And the other neat thing, in the middle, they all have that lenticular hologram, and it's actually of the character itself performing its signature move. So as you rotate it, it's actually pretty neat because it shows those moves right there, and it definitely makes it a very cool display piece. So I'll have to go ahead and get a closer shot of each of these boxes right here with the box art and the controller art, and just show a little bit of the difference on each of these controllers. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go ahead and check out my other videos and stay tuned for more.